Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your year at a glance reading for 2016. This year we'll be doing something different. First time doing this reading, so hopefully you like the format. We'll be using two oracle decks, one that's going to allow us to look at your karmic lesson, opportunity, or snag, whatever you want to call it, and one to show how you can better attach to your destiny. So for your karmic lesson, actually this card wants to come out, and it was one that I read for on another sign, the River Queen, which is about flow, letting go, emotions, natural movement. So what it probably means for your sign, and we'll see when I look at the cards, is an emotional release at the beginning of the year. And then also having a better understanding of your emotions versus others. Also when it goes to control issues, because I'm getting a little bit of a maternal vibe for this. So for those moms out there, for those of us that are having issues with our moms, this is about allowing our own energy to be basically not overflowing onto other people. So emotional management and not getting sort of pulled into sadness, depression, or an overflowing of emotion. So basically, it's almost like you're Artemis. I want you to pull in, rein in your emotions, and allow others' emotions or thoughts about you to kind of flow around you. So it's both control and flow. Imagine that you are like the moon. You have your own power to reign over all of that. Interesting, it's all movement. So this won't be a year where you're sitting still at all. The way you can get past wherever you're at is either literally like to move away from a situation, move to a new home, move to a new job, move to a new relationship, or physically. I feel like many of you need to physically move or physically create distance between you and something else to get closer to a goal, to get further from someone that might be causing difficulties in your life. But this should be natural, and we'll take a look at the emotional portion and the physical portion. But there's a lot of water that came through for you, which doesn't surprise me. Now let's see how it looks for the next 12 months. Okay, because of the size of this deck, I'm going to probably keep the camera focused on the table the whole time. There's a lot to look at. All right, so the first month of the year, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Discs, it's going to be a good month for practical matters. Really good for business, really good for stepping into sort of uncharted territory. So I think you're off to a bold start to 2016. And even as you enter into February, you're going to have a lot of, it's almost like the, think of the old-fashioned radio when the knob is way too loud. There'll be a lot of people, situations, and opportunities that are going to be sort of like static in your life at this time. So what you need to do is remove a few of them and not feel agitated, because both the illustration itself and the energy of this month, it looks a little agitated. I want you to look at how it's bookend with two really prosperous cards, Ace of Discs and the Eight of Discs, which is showing growth, fertility, stability, new opportunity. And with anything new and with any shift or change, of course you're going to have something where it feels uneasy. And I hate to say it, but it's almost like you're in this oscillating cycle where, okay, good, I can't wait to start it. Oh my God, why did I do that? Oh yeah, that's why I did it. Wait a second, this isn't what I thought it would be. You're gonna have another shift coming in April where with the Tower, the energy is going to almost feel overwhelming. But if you can persevere and get through the fourth month, April, May is beautiful. And this is a great time for you to celebrate, to partner up with somebody new if you're single, to reconnect with someone if you've sort of let them go in the past. I do see this also a great month for childbirth, conception, spending time with children, starting any new projects. One word that just came to me was diet. So for any of you that are thinking of changing diet or health, this is a good month to start on a new sort of a new regimen. So looking really good. Your business is slowly improving over the course of the year. You go from an Ace of Discs, which is an opportunity in January. In March, you have 8 of Discs, which is showing slow but steady growth. And then by the time we get into June, I actually see Princess of Wands coming through, which is showing me maybe a new way that you can take your business, a development, a fork in the road, which is exciting. You're going to have to work pretty hard come July, but I feel like if you can kind of get through that, August is going to bring you into an entirely different area, unexpected sort of relationship opportunities opening up, unexpected business opportunities. The month itself will basically go so quickly, you'll blink your eyes and wonder how summer is over. So make the most out of these 2 months. Try not to worry too much. You have to work hard in July, but August is going to kind of breeze by you. And you may have actually, as far as love and relationships, I see a younger fire sign coming in and a slightly older air sign coming in during the spring and summer months. By the time September comes through, September is going to be harder for you. We have the 9 of Swords. A lot of you might be stressing out over sort of like overall resources, energy, where you're headed. I see this more as a fear card for you, believe it or not, because there's so much positivity around it. What I see shifting in October is, again, really good month for you to step out, try something bold, try something new. I feel like wherever you were earlier in this year, this sort of shift that happened in April, by the time we get to October, you're feeling really settled and steady in your life, and most of your difficulty or challenges are coming up in the early months. This little hiccup that's happening in the towards the end of the year, so again in September, I see it as being an illusion. So I need you to take a step back, figure out again what your source of power is, move out of the situation. Remember the River card. So if you are trapped, which is often what happens, or what you feel like with the 9 of Swords, the 8, 9, and 10, I want you to avoid going down to the 10 of Swords, which is usually a martyr card where things get worse than they really need to be. So step out, pull in your own power, and you can take a little bit of a break come November, a theme I'm seeing with many signs this month. November for you might be a great time for soul searching, writing a book, doing some research, taking a vacation, taking some time to yourself, spending time with someone that you love, spiritual development. All of these things are really good in November. Come December, it's a great month for things flowing for you. So again, we were looking at movement. I see you headed wherever you wanted to go. You're like 80 or 90% of the way there by December. So just continue to embrace that flow. The toughest part for you, and you have sort of an oscillating frequency this year between happiness or sadness and movement. And you can see it here. So, or prosperity and then emotion. So we have like prosperity, emotion, emotion, prosperity, emotion, prosperity, self sort of reflection, and then again flowing. So almost every other month will be different for you. So if you feel one month is more emotional, know the next month is going to be more about movement, and you're taking 2 steps forward, 1 back through the whole year. And on a spiritual journey, this is normal. If you think of Kundalini energy, which rises up from the base and goes towards the crown, a lot of times what happens is you'll go here, and then you go back a half coil, and then you go up a little more, and then you go back a half coil, and then you go up. And the reason that you have those little half steps in between is so that you can integrate. So for you, you're sort of oscillating between movement and integration over most of 2016. The good news for you is that the toughest card for you comes up in April. So if you can get through whatever challenges April holds for you, you really don't have anything that's that taxing or difficult until September, and September is more of an illusion card with the 9 of Swords here. So it's a pretty balanced year for you. You only have a couple of challenging aspects to it. The rest of it, I see a lot of growth and gentle oscillation between advancement and sort of like pulling in and integrating. Okay, I hope this was helpful for you. It was really fun to try something new. I always like to get out of my normal routine. Know that I also did your January readings, so you'll have to go to my channel page, or I'll post a link in the description or at the end of the video. Lots of ways to get to that. And I'll also post all of my social networking connections at the end, Facebook, Twitter, my newsletter, etc. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the support you guys have offered me. Please keep up the comments, the likes, and the subscriptions, of course, because it gives me that encouragement to keep going each month. So thank you very much. Have a very prosperous 2016, and I'll see you real soon.